Now here's Jaclyn.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Wake Up with Jaclyn. I'm Jaclyn St. James, and today is April 28th, 2014. Well, so I got some stuff to talk about today. First, I need a sip. I'm sorry, I've been running late this week. Okay, that's better. It's parched. Well, I had some family issues, as I told you before, and I had to leave for a while. Well, I just found out that my apartment was foreclosed. Yeah, so I have to move, which I'm not happy with, because I absolutely love my little cottage. Yes, I don't know if you know, I watched that show, Hyacinth Bouquet, Keeping Up Appearances. It's a British comedy. I know a lot of people have seen it. But I actually call my little abode the Honeysuckle Cottage. It's just so cute. It's perfect for me and Emmett, my dog. And I'm just very upset that I have to leave. So, and you know, it is so hard to find apartments. I have been looking at apartments just to get an idea. I mean, I don't have to pay rent, which is great, until August. So that gives me some time to put some money for a down payment. But it's just like I have really, really, really great rent, and let's just say it's like less than 700, and I have it's like a 1 bedroom. I got a kitchen, fireplace. Well, the fireplace is mine. But I mean, patio, doors, windows galore. It's awesome. I got tall ceilings. It's just a beautiful place. I like it, and it was clean. It was neat. It was new, almost, or newer. But unfortunately, I have to move. So I have been looking everywhere. I really don't want to pay a lot on rent. The rents are so high in Fort Lauderdale. Like, I've even started looking like in Hollywood, and I don't even want to live in Hollywood. But no offense to the people out there that do live in Hollywood. It's just that it's not Fort Lauderdale, and it's nothing that I do there. So we will see. Everyone keeps telling me, things will look better in August because the season ends, and or it's the end of the season. So keep your fingers crossed for me. And it comes at a bad time too. It comes during it's actually a good time. It comes after my summer break from videos, so I guess it'll be, nothing but moving and packing and trying to get situated before, Anyway, so on that note, I'm still having problems with my job. I'm very unhappy, and I find myself getting very mad at customers, and just you have to understand, some of these customers are just ridiculous. I'm sorry, I've never acted like that, and I've never even seen people act like some of these people. Anywho, well, some good news. I don't know how good this is, but I know that lady that did this, girl, I know her panani's gotta hurt. I'm sorry. This woman, this woman in Burlington, Massachusetts, gave birth to a baby, and I believe it was on Tuesday, and this baby was 14 and a half pounds. 14 and a half pounds. That's double the weight of a typical baby. I mean, now, it didn't say whether or not she gave a C-section or she popped that sucker out. But let me tell you, if she popped that sucker out, my God. That's all I could think of. That baby's popping out. 14 and a half pounds. Damn, that's almost like a Thanksgiving turkey almost. Well, not in my household. That's about half a turkey. But I was 7'11". I was 7 pounds 11 ounces when I was a baby. Yes, I was smaller than my sister. But anyway, she yes, the heaviest baby. Now this is really crazy, and I don't even want to know about this one or what her vagina looks like. But the heaviest baby ever recorded was 23 pounds. This child was delivered in Ohio in 1879. Good God Almighty! And they didn't have half the drugs that they have now. Yes, Guinness Book of World Records, 1879, 23-pound baby. Now, I'm not one for kids. Thank God I can't have any. God didn't give me that blessing. Or actually, he gave me the blessing of not being able to have kids. I hate kids. I can't stand them. Anyway, we've already talked about that. In 2011, the Texas woman gave birth to a 16-pound Jamichael Brown. The average birth weight of a child born in the U.S. is about 7.5 pounds. So it's about, I was a little, I was there, 7-Eleven. Um, uh, and then this next story, it's so sad. My prom was a disaster. Oh my god, it was such a disaster. First, being gay. Two, my girlfriend and I broke up. The other girl that I was supposed to go to the prom with dumped me. Or actually, no, I'll take that back. She got grounded for sneaking off to the Marine barracks or the Air Force barracks, and her mom caught her, so she wasn't allowed to go to the prom. Then I had to go with this other girl, and let me tell you, for those out there who don't know, I had to go with a pregnant girl from another school. Yes, talk about being mortified. Thank God she wasn't showing. But the bad thing is that she didn't have a prom dress. It was last minute. And those poor florists and the tuxedo place, thank you to all of them, still to this day, for changing the outfits as many times as I did. Honey, I went from red to teal to, was it black and white, to lavender. Or to teal and then lavender. My sister had to let her borrow a prom dress, which was fine because it was a prom dress and everything looked great. The day of the prom, I get a phone call. Well, she can't get in the dress. So her mom was looking all over for a dress. And to make a long story short, this was not a prom dress. This was an old lady, mother of the bride, wedding kind of dress. It was lavender. It was kind of the thing that had a lapel thingy here, and then it kind of swooped down and ruffled toward the bottom. Oh my god, it was just heinous. And then she wore flats. Cream flats with a lavender dress. Yeah, so I had to go to the prom. Now, it's bad enough that I was gay, okay, and people made fun of me in school. But to have to go in a suit, tuxedo, with a purple, lavender, not even purple, lavender, what do you call it, pocket thing, handkerchief. Oh my god, it was awful. And then we got to the thing, and she couldn't dance because her feet were swollen. It was just a bit. We ended up driving to Charleston, South Carolina, because this was in Myrtle Beach, Hickville, USA. And we ended up going to Charleston to watch planes take off and land. How romantic. Anyway, this is a very sad story from Milford, Connecticut. Recently, a 16-year-old high school student was stabbed to death the day of her junior prom. The 16-year-old classmate is in custody. Apparently, Marin Sanchez was stabbed to death by a boy that she refused to go to the prom with. She was attacked at 7:15 a.m. in the hallway at Jonathan Law High School, and it was witnessed by a staff member of the school, and Sanchez was taken to Bridgeport Hospital, where she was pronounced dead at 7:43 a.m. I mean, this is such a sad story, and you know what? I can't tell you how many times I was turned down for, things, and I don't know what it is today. Just pull out a gun, stab somebody, or a knife, and kill them, and, and that's just, it's just ridiculous. Another reason why I'm glad I don't have kids, because I'd be one of those parents that would be worrying, making sure my kid was in school every half hour. Anyway, Sanchez was described as an honor student who was active in the school community, and she was described as popular and well-respected student. I mean, it's very sad. I mean, our hearts go out to the Sanchez family out there, and it's so sorry to hear that. It's an awful thing. You send your kids to go to school, you think they're safe, and you're planning a funeral. It's awful. Anyway, on some lighter notes, we will be back in just a moment with some Hollywood entertainment. And guess who's in the news again? I'll keep you waiting. See you in a moment. Welcome back. Welcome to Hollywood News with Jaclyn St. James. Okay, so the person that I said that I was never going to talk about anymore. And all I do is talk about him because now I just find it fascinating. It's incredible. Anyway, Justin Bieber. Yes, he's back in the news. I don't know. He was caught on tape celebrating and high-fiving his friends immediately after the infamous egg attack on his neighbor's house in January. Now it says that law enforcement told us that they have Justin Bieber on the singer's own surveillance video, dumbass, walking in the area of the egg attack right at the time it happened. Now, I don't know the whole story about this egg attack, but it must have been quite an egg attack because of the way they've been talking about this. But now, based on new research, it warrants documents that we know that Bieber high-fived someone immediately after the egging attack. as if bragging about what just happened. And I could see that after he's trying to pull up his pants. Um, it's kind of interesting. One of the ways cops knew the culprit in the video was Beiber was that he's wearing the same ugly sweater he wore in the Instagram photo the next day. Not only does he not change his clothes, but but they don't fit. Anyway, the LA County DA is now determining whether to charge Beiber with a misdemeanor or felony in connection with the egg attack. They could also charge him with nothing if they so choose. I say, fry the bastard. Fry egg. Anyway, I have an update. Yes, they've just obtained the police affidavit from the search warrant executed at Bieber's house, and it's describing the surveillance video in detail. It's a good read, so if you get to see it online, you can look it up online. It's everywhere. But the best part, other than the high-fiving stuff, is that detectives say you can see Beiber running behind a car outside his house immediately after the egg attack and peeking out from the side. It's not suspicious at all. And my favorite jokester, the queen of tasteless jokes, Joan Rivers, is in the news again. Yes, she has outdone herself this time. She has been, I don't know if you watch her show where she lives in her daughter's basement in a guest room. But anyway, she's comparing the accommodations to her daughter's guest room to the Cleveland women kidnapped by Ariel Castro experienced when they were held captive and raped for 10 years. Okay, I will have to say, it is a little tasteless, but we all know Joan Rivers, and you know what? Someone's going to do something about it. It's just a matter of time. Rivers remarked on the Today Show on April 27th that the women in the basement in Cleveland had more space than when she was staying at her daughter's. They have unsurprisingly offended the kidnapped victims, Amanda Berry and Gina De Jesus, whose lawyers want an apology from the 80-year-old Fashion Police co-host. But Rivers, being who she is absolutely refusing to apologize under the guise that it is comedy. Yes, she says, and I quote, "I'm a comedian. I know what those girls went through. It was a little stupid joke." That's what she said in an interview with the Cleveland paper, The Plain Dealer. "There is nothing to apologize for. I made a joke. That's what I do. So calm down. Calm fucking down. I'm a comedian. They're free, so let's move on." And after insisting that the newspaper stop writing about her stupidity and shift the focus towards government leaders, Rivers went to emphasize her lack of sensitivity. They got to live rent-free for more than a decade. Again, Rivers told TMZ that she will not apologize for her remarks. One of them has a book deal, neither are in a psych ward, they're okay. I bet you within 3 years, one of them will be on Dancing with the Stars. You stay so classy, Joan. I just love her. Anyway, that is Wake Up with Jaclyn this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again next week with another episode of Wake Up with Jaclyn. So, I will see you soon, and have a great morning. Bye.